What did we just see happen? Ratz, 8-time Bullet champion, seemed well on their way to winning another Bullet Grand Finals. They were paired up against Refa, someone who's never even played in Bullet before, but somehow their best 3 of 5 series went all the way to Game 5 with Yadakk Bullet, something we rarely ever see. I'm Innofunny, owner of a large gold pile, joined by Chris, a Bullet champion, and we're going to walk you through how we got here. Ratz goes ahead and claims a really early victory in Game 1.
Refa answers back in Game 2 with a decisive victory in only 6 turns. And now we move to a critical Game 3. Ratz, 8-time Bullet champion, is in the south. And Refa, making his debut in this event, is in the east.
As they start out, we see that neither wants to make too early and aggressive a move towards the center of the map.
Yeah, Refa appears to be allergic to that center city.
Yeah, this is a very thematic idea of dodging the center village. If your opponent picks it up and kicks you off with their 2 warriors, you're out of luck. They've taken that city and probably the game. Ratz, unfortunately, moves his warrior in a way that blocks with this mountain. Not going to be able to pick up this village immediately, but can set up a siege. Population ruin.
There we go. Huge. Gets amphibians. Realizes that Ratz could contest that city. Decides to step off of it. Allow Ratz to take the village. Get some amphibians up. Get ready to contest that center city.
We're going to see a game of riders versus archers. Pick up the siege here, but doesn't really do anything. Decides not to do it in the face of those 2 archers.
Great explorer for Ratz, right? Finally gets him the vision he kind of needs.
Grabs that tricky northern lighthouse and vision on that rider.
Neat interaction. I love that neat interaction of like the explorer reveals the rider and then it can get hit by the archer who stepped on the village.
Absolutely. And look at this. Bounces with 1 health left all the way into the west.
Another explorer from Refa. This is going to be a theme throughout the series. These players, they know how important it is to pick up those lighthouses.
Ratz unconcerned about picking up an explorer and getting that other city. If Refa captures this city, the warrior goes ahead and sieges it. So Refa just dodges it, says no to the explorer, and probably picking up this Eye of God here. Decides, I'm going to go ahead and get this ruin. And what a ruin is it? Ooh, strategy.
Oh my
straight
goodness.
to diplomacy.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Now, there was a rider over here, but Ratz remembers it being at 1 health. Not really concerned about it. Just pushing advantage. Oh my goodness. Oh! Who needs a strategy ruin for that? Ratz gets a star ruin into diplomacy. His own scubas.
Dude, Ref has got to be quivering right now. I mean, Ratz saw that border growth, so he's just looking at that city like it's a perfect target for cloaks.
And the cloak might get the vision on the eastern one. We might see Eye of God from Ratz.
Oh my goodness. I love it. Yes. Beautiful.
Here we go. Crazy rider bounce. Picks up that last one, and we see the first crab come out from Refa. Oh my god, and enough resources to get a second crab as well.
Absolutely.
But the big problem are these cloaks going into this Border Grove city, right?
Refa's only got a few units, you know?
Yeah,
he's
a
got
couple crabs.
Amazing. Yes! Yes!
Oh! He kills the cloak! And steps on the city.
Oh, that's beautiful! Oh my gosh!
Yeah, this Border Grove city it would have produced 5 daggers. Like, Refa cannot kill them. If Ratz just chains them, takes like all of Refa's income away. But instead, turns it around, kills the cloak, and starts grabbing a 3rd city.
That crab is like LeBron James dunking over 3 people. Like, that's what that crab is right now.
Oh my god. But Ratz still has a really nice path onto this capital.
Yeah, he finds that little avenue, 1 HP cloak.
And the big thing is that the archers are going to be able to do damage to the crabs without the crabs retaliating.
Yeah.
Ratz working on those upgrades and just spamming out these archers. Oh, heals instead of... Yeah, and the cloak does pick up
instead of capturing
that Eye of God. Oh my... This is the last turn. Yeah, Refa sees... I didn't capture the city. It's not even 3 against 4, it's 2. My crab is going to die, and I'm getting these cloaks chained on my capital. Yeah, the Eye of God play.
The monument's going to get him another crab.
Yeah, as soon as that
Oh,
happens.
man.
Oh
I
my
gotta
gosh.
say, I mean, awesome game 3. Lovely tactic from Refa. That's gotta be one of the best crab pushes I have seen in a bullet game in a long, long time. Beautiful. Refa needs to win both games if he wants to win this series. And with this decisive win in game 4, Refa is half of the way there. We have Refa, who's the pink Yadakk in the south, and in the east we have Ratz. Yadakk can open with roads, and so both Refa and Ratz get vision on the center, but they dodge the center again, once again doing this tango around that center village. And what do you think about Ratz opening, though?
Believe it or not, but 7-time bullet champion Ratz is already in big trouble here. Don't believe me? At the start of turn 3, we see why. Ratz isn't able to kick off this warrior from the village. Rewinding back to the start of turn 2, it's actually very possible. All Ratz has to do, move this capital warrior west and then south, and this second warrior southeast. Imagining them there, Ratz is easily able to kick Refa off this village. But how do we get here? And how do we know that was the better play? For one, way back at the start of the game, on turn 0, we see that Refa's score is 610 points. This only happens when they have a tile of fog in their starting vision, and fog only appears to cover up a lighthouse. Ratz is able to know that they're only going to be on one of 3 tiles. And before Ratz's turn, we see that their score has jumped to 645 points. The only way Yadakk could do this is by moving their first warrior straight to the center to uncover 5 tiles of fog for 25 points, and another warrior for another 10. So after playing this move on turn 1, Ratz can also rule out the northern spawn, since there's no warrior here pushing towards the center. On turn 2, Ratz actually moves his warriors in this order, when he really should have moved his capital second warrior before the other one. If he did, he would have seen this village, and since we know they're not in the north, it makes more sense to be protective of this second city here. They do
Ah!
the village tango, but Refa comes out ahead, actually able to pick up both of these villages, although Ratz now has the strong center.
Indeed. Refa getting Org here, looking for those upgrades. Can use Yadakk's roads to get upgrades in capital and his surrounding cities.
Another workshop from Ratz and a very aggressively placed warrior. Refa takes advantage of that immediately. Really solid kill and just spamming these warriors. And look, there's a siege! No!
But he misses it! Oh no! Oh shoot!
So highlight, we gotta go back and show that again. So right here, these 2 warriors can kill Ratz's warrior here, and then these 3 team up to kill this one. Ratz only has this warrior in range through the road, and if it gets blocked with another, like, 5 health warrior blocking the siege on the farm or something, Refa can just take this village. But Refa gets a little greedy. Instead of taking Ratz's village, skips, and then still has all 3 of these warriors, just needs to place 1 road to secure the center city.
In fact, he
Instead,
doesn't even need to block, right? Like he could just kill the warrior and then siege
mhm.
and keep his 2 5 HPs back.
Yeah, regardless, Refa missed it, and I think Ratz. This is kind of one of the things that happens. You get into this tricky position where you're one linchpin city just completely surrounded by the opponent. He noticed it as soon as he finished that turn. Now he's scared. Picks up a rider and nothing in his center city. He does not want to get sieged there.
He's gonna try to use roads for counterplay. But again, Refa, calm, cool, collected explorer, looking for those lighthouses. He knows that if he gets another lighthouse, he can upgrade his capital cheaply, get some stars back,
Just like that.
and look at this play where he can just spam more warriors. Look at this unit advantage. It's insane.
Exactly.
You know,
This is 3 units, 4 units from Rats. Only a single of them from the center city, and Rats is just refusing to train anymore here. And if we're not even going to count. It's ridiculous how many units a Refa can just advance here. Normally you kill, bounce away, but it's just impossible. They're completely overloaded with this sheer number of warriors just pushing into Rats.
yeah. Now Ratz is gonna have to fight an uphill battle here. But look at these beautiful bounces, using those
Roads
roads
to
to
the
get onto the
ruin.
ruin, looking for the village. So notice all this fog around this ruin. Explorer is a possible result. He
And
does get it.
boom! One
That's one.
lighthouse. Two lighthouses. He started off turn 9 with not a single lighthouse. Now finally able to get that capital upgraded, another unit trained.
He's
Picks up
gonna
a couple
pick
cheeky
away.
kills.
But look at
Allows
this. Refa blocks with the warrior, bounces with the rider, securing that ruin, and is gonna look for another lighthouse. Gets it. That's 3 lighthouses now for Refa. Just needs one more to try to get Eye of God. But 3 is more than enough, right? That's 3 free population on capital.
going to see this absolutely wild play. Ratz goes ahead, picks up second explorer here. After that ruin, gets the south lighthouse. And with another road on this capital, I'm going to see this rider pick up this lighthouse over in the east. Oh my god.
Absolutely. And with the Eye of God, that's a perfect giant right there. Got all the population he needs.
So
Gets the first giant of the game on turn 10 and sees this ruin. Maybe could try to secure it.
even after a pretty rough start, with how horrible everything was going around that center city, Ratz is thirsty for victory. He's eyeing up any opportunity he can get, and it looks like he's basically equalized. He has 2 level 3 cities, a level 5 capital, and a giant. And if we look at Refa's cities, Refa is up a single city, but it's a level 1 city here. And then a couple level 2 cities and level 3, they're just lower level. Ratz, despite being the player with fewer cities, has 4 more stars per turn, less aggressive with his explorers as well. Refa's big advantage here is still going to be just having more units on the map.
And
What's
look
Refa
at
going to
that.
do about this?
Did you
A
see that? He
giant.
got a hunting ruin. The hunting ruin with this explorer getting the Eye of God allows Refa to get a giant capital. And then he has not one, but 2 monuments to use.
I've got Ampark
Can
of
use them
Fortune.
both.
And just spins it right back around on Ratz. You have a giant, I have 2 giants. Ratz says, I don't care. He picks up the siege over in the west, and using his Park of Fortune monument from his capital, goes ahead and picks up another giant there. Worried about getting sieged on the capital with this combination of units, Ratz is going to use that road from earlier. Double purpose. Moves the rider to the ruin, and then moves the giant over here to do some zone of control and start targeting this weak city. Refa, though, absolutely does not care.
He is
Unsieges.
single-minded. Pursuit of that center city. Look at these giants sliding right in. I mean, it's a 2v1. And Ratz's giant's getting diverted. It's nowhere near the center city. He's only got 1 giant there.
Refa
And
picks
then
up
Refa picks up
archers.
archery.
Yeah,
I
Ratz
mean,
gets a
Ratz is a
star
star
rune and
rune.
decides it's not good enough. He doesn't have any way to unsiege that center city. His giants are going to get torn apart by these archers. He can't train his own units anywhere. He has 2 warriors, 2 giants, and a single 5 health rider. He just resigns. Chris, what did I just witness? Refa, having never played a bullet tournament in their life, taking down Ratz in the grand finals.
This is some crazy stuff, man. This is seriously crazy. And just well played. I mean, you said Refa doesn't care, and it's true. He knows what's going to win him the game, and he pursues that avenue relentlessly, despite the fact that there were these other, little decoys here and there. He sees the target the entire time. He's zeroed in on it.
Congratulations to Refa on a fantastic, phenomenal first bullet tournament. The eyes of the Polytopia world are on you. If you want to play your first bullet, just like Refa did, a link to join our Discord is in the description. If you're just a fan of the videos, please comment, like, and subscribe. It helps us out a ton. This has been Innofunny, owner of a large gold pile, and now a YouTube channel, check the description, wishing you have a good one. See you soon.